What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Scene Snobs Reviews. I am Mick Manhattan. Of course, I am in a new location. This is a little bit different, but just to give you guys the heads up, we switched out. We're in like a different studio area now. We have kind of a different setting going on, and we will unveil that tomorrow during our Casters for a Cause charity event. If you guys don't know what that is, go check out all of our social media and stuff like that. Head over to thescenesnobs.com. We got info there. So it's a 12-hour live stream event for charity. We're collecting for two charities. There's a GoFundMe live right now, and we'll remain live till Sunday. So please help out, jump in. We're doing World Central Kitchen and Sandy Hook Promise, and the proceeds will be split between the two. So we're getting into it. It's a lot of fun. And it's 12 hours. And we're going to have a new set. We're going to have 16 or 17 great shows, tons of great people who are jumping in on it to help us out with the whole time. But we can't wait to have you guys a part of it. Make sure you join in the comments, comment along, let's joke, have fun, and it's going to be a great time. All right, but I know you're here for my review of Nope, and I just got out of the theater for this. I came home, I showered real quick, I ate a cookie. That is the only thing I had. But yeah, then I jumped on and got ready for this. I'm very excited for it. Of course, Nope is Jordan Peele's newest horror film. And it's out today. It's in theaters. You can go check it out. Universal Pictures, Monkey Paw Productions, they put it out. Stars Daniel Kaluuya, stars Kiki Palmer, Stephen Yuen, and more. It's a lot of fun. I will say that right off the bat. It's different. It's a very cool take on the alien horror movies. It touches down on things that well, anyway, let's get into real fast what it's about. So, Danny Kaluuya and Kiki Palmer play a brother and sister who were raised on a horse ranch by their father, who had recently passed away, and they train horses to be in Hollywood movies, things like that. So they very much work in the Hollywood setting. And through it, after the father passes away, they're kind of going through some tough times. Stephen Yuen's character is a big-time actor, a child actor who grew up, and he started this whole little old west town right next to them and started buying up their horses and stuff like that. It's a but he has a very dark past, especially when it comes to animals, and I don't want to give too much away. I want this to be spoiler-free so you guys can go and enjoy it. But I am going to give my thoughts on it, and I also want to give some theories that I have with it. I definitely need to see this again. First off, my thoughts. I really enjoyed this. And guys, I'm going to get to your comments real soon, too. The computer screen's over here, so I'm looking at the camera so I can lock eyes with you. But I will get to your comments. So please throw them down, and we'll get to that towards the end. So my thoughts on this movie are, first off, I usually do a rating, 1 to 5, and whatever it is. This is a 4 for me. I loved his previous movies, Get Out and Us. Us is probably my favorite. I love the monster element of it. And, it really creeped me out. But everything he's putting out is very mainstream horror, but is so delightful and wonderful and different. And I think it's fantastic. When I say mainstream horror, it's because it has a different type of feel and actually it's a little more optimistic than maybe you see in the indie horror scene, which I think is okay. I think that's different. And I like that. Now, when it comes down to it, though, this movie was shot on IMAX. It looks beautiful. The scope is gorgeous. And the thing I really love about what Jordan Peele did here is Get Out and Us. Well, Get Out is very contained. It's very isolated. It's very, you feel trapped in it. And again, I'm not saying anything that movie fans don't know, and I'm not trying to talk down, I'm just kind of playing this out in my head. And then with Us, I think the thing I liked about it is it starts very contained, it starts very isolated, and then broadens to a much bigger scope. Whereas Nope, from the beginning, is a huge open scope that kind of pulls it back into a contained element. And I loved how he's kind of doing that. One thing I really appreciate about Jordan Peele's horror movies are you can tell he's a fan. There are so many homages and such to classic horror directors, and you can tell he's a fan of the genre. You tell he respects the genre, which is important. And he he goes out there and he creates something new. He tells different movies, and he does it from the point of view, of course, of people of color. And I really like that element to it, is because it's not the same every time. You're getting different characters that normally a white audience wouldn't see, and it works in such fantastic ways in horror that I think has been overlooked for so long. And I bring that up because one of my theories about Nope is that it's sort of a love letter to not only below the line filmmakers, and if you, for anybody who doesn't know what that is, there's a line. There's the above the line, which is the director, the producer, the cast, things like that, and then there's the below the line. The guys and girls who do the work, they're down there and they're making it happen. Usually starts from the sort of cinematographer and works its way down. And I think it's a love letter to them, who are usually the unsung heroes of making a movie, the ones that you don't stick around in the credits and watch. And then it's it's the people of color who work in the film industry who are often even more so overlooked or lose out on jobs and things like that. And having worked in the industry, you see it. It is there. And when you watch this movie, it's a love letter to not just that below the line crew, but especially people of color who work below the line in the industry. And I also think it's a love letter to people of color in the audience. It's something I really think that was Jordan Peele's way of saying, I see you guys, I see what you do, I see what you for this industry and for his movies. And I really like that element to it. And there's some things, again, I don't want to get into the spoiler territory, and I might do a full breakdown of what I thought and bring some guests on to talk with them. But there's a lot of elements within this film that show me that and what that is. And it's all wrapped around this beautiful horror bow. And I really appreciated that. I liked it. Jordan Peele, and I said this to a friend, we were talking, and again, I love James Wan. I love a lot of the filmmakers that are out today, but I think Jordan Peele is today the best non-indie horror director out there. That's my feeling on it. I think that he is hitting the nail on the head every time he puts a movie out. And there's other directors who are mainstream and work for studios in the horror genre that aren't doing that all the time. They're not, sometimes they have misses, things like that. And that's fine. I'm not putting anybody down or anything like that, but I like what Jordan Peele's doing. He's telling different original stories and for the genre, and it's kind of livening up the genre in a lot of ways. So I really like that, and I liked this movie. It's an alien UFO movie with a different element to it that just, if you go in without spoilers, go in without knowing what's happening, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. I did. I walked in and I was like, I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to know what's happening. I don't want to know if it's actually aliens or UFO or what this, that, and the other thing was. And it really kind of threw me for a loop with a lot of things. I love the animal element to it, that, how we have really no respect for animals whatsoever. And it's important to respect animals because they turn is on. But and you'll see that in there and why. And I really liked the parallel story he was telling and how it was connected in this movie. I do wish that they kind of elaborated a little bit more on it. That's my own thing, and that's why I kind of give it a 4. There was a couple of things where story-wise, I wish they had just elaborated. I thought that it was a little too thin. I thought there were some characters that were not focused on that probably should have had a little more focus to them. But overall, I really enjoyed it. Keke Palmer was great. Daniel Kaluuya is great and everything. We know that. But yeah, the whole cast was great. The whole cast just did a wonderful job. His name escapes me right now, but the character who played Angel in the movie was wonderful. I thought he was probably my favorite character in the movie. He was just a lot of fun, and I liked what he brought to it. So the movie overall, like I said, is 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I think you should go out and see Nope. Definitely go out and see it in IMAX if you can. It's terrific. And Jordan Peele has another hit on his hands. So, guys, this review is brought to you by Noom, our sponsor. Noom is a new app that's out, and it's a program that you use for weight loss. I'm using it now. I've lost 10 pounds so far. I'm really enjoying it. And let me give you a little rundown on it before I get to the comments, and we'll talk about that. So it uses, okay, so for me, before I read the rundown, for me, it helps you kind of, figure out the psychology of your eating habits and stuff like that. Why, rather than tell you can't eat this, you can't eat that, because I have an issue with that. It's about your eating habits and what you do, and like kind of getting them under control through understanding them. Like for me, I was raised by grandparents who are Depression era grandparents, and you don't waste food. You never wasted food. And I would always just like eat my food, and that's what it was. But also I had an unhealthy habit getting hungry whenever I would watch TV. And that was a big deal. So Noom has daily lessons, personal coaching sessions, and support groups, which are huge. The support groups are big for me because I like connecting with people. Their tracking systems are pretty awesome too. I use MyFitnessPal, but their tracking systems are wonderful as well. We won't tell you what you can or can't eat either, because we don't believe in good or bad foods, and that is true. You can eat a lot of things that you still probably like to eat, but you might find that like I found some things that I probably don't want to eat anymore, through the kind of tackling my habits. We'll give you the knowledge and the wisdom you need to make informed choices that fit your lifestyle. So guys, if you're interested in trying out Noom, our sponsor, head over to thescenesnobs.com, go to the descriptions below. There's links for there and more. Just check them out. They have a quick test that you could take, and they'll help you, and they'll give you the right way to do things. So check them out. And let me know what you're doing. We're starting a sort of a fitness weight loss channel over on our Discord. So if you're interested in it, or you sign up, or even if you don't and you want to just join on the Discord and talk about it, join in. Let's have a good time with it. Now let's get to the comments. Let's talk about Nope and see what everybody's saying. Ron says the snobbery has arrived. Ron, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining in. Liz is here. Liz, what's up? Liz is a big horror fan. So I think, Liz, I'm going to tell you, and Ron, I'll tell you too, because I think you'll really enjoy it. Go watch Nope. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. I enjoyed it. So it's out now. Tomorrow's the official release day. But if you can wait and you can watch the Casters for a Cause 12-hour event, you should. But if you do go see it, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. Liz, what's going on, Liz? Liz says, yay. I know she was excited. She was talking about it on Discord. Liz, I'm telling you, you're going to really like it. It's a lot of fun. So, and especially if you like Jordan Peele's movies before, this was definitely worth it. So, guys, thank you again for watching. We always appreciate it. Check out our main show, the Scene Snobs Podcast. That's live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. You can join in the comments, or it goes to all podcast platforms right after that. Or, check out our YouTube page. Like if you're here now, hit the like button. Check out the channel. Hit subscribe. We've got tons of stuff coming up. Second season of Real Combat's coming back starting tomorrow. We have the movie reviews, Geek Fest Live, and so much more. We're going to be covering San Diego Comic-Con this weekend. So look forward to you being there and joining in the conversation. Really, truly appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. And from the Scene Snobs, I will just say, have a great day. Take care. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. I'm the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs Podcast live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel, or all podcast platforms afterwards. Also on our YouTube channel, you can check out great shows like Real Combat, the ultimate debate show for movie lovers, mixed movie picks with new recommendations every week, Geek Fest Live every Sunday night, and new movie reviews and news all the time. Like and subscribe, then hit the notification bell so you know when all of our new episodes drop. Thank you so much to all of our amazing Patreon supporters, with whom this would not be possible. They help keep the lights on and support us in such big ways. If you would like to become a supporter on our Patreon and take advantage of all the perks like monthly giveaways, early access, and so much more, head on over to the Scene Snobs Patreon page and just sign up on one of our 2 tiers. Join our awesome community of geeks, movie lovers, and so much more, and join up on our Discord. The Scene Snobs Discord is now live, and you can head over to thescenesnobs.com for links to there and more. The Scene Snobs merch store is now open with original fun designs that are available on
all different types of merch and apparel. Check out thescenesnobsmerch.com. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social media accounts like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so many more. We have fun updates, topics, we talk about collectibles, and so much more on there. It's a great time. You can find all of our links to everything on thescenesnobs.com or on our link tree, which are down in the descriptions below. Thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned and stay geeky.